What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're getting into the weekend league recap from this past weekend. As you guys know, last weekend I got rid of Josh Allen, and the card just wasn't for me. So we went back to Brett Favre. His throwing motion is I just like him, man. I'm just a lot more comfortable with Brett Favre. So. And also, we got a new wide receiver. We replaced Julio Jones with Chad Johnson. So, in my opinion, Chad Johnson probably a better overall slot receiver than Julio would be. Julio was a little too big, so because of his but because of his height and weight, he couldn't really move in the open field the way I wanted him to. So that's what we did. So we replaced him with Chad Johnson. So over on the defense, we also picked up Ed Reed, strong safety. Now, I don't have him powered up because his power up goes for a crap ton, so I'm not about to do that right now, spend that many coins. As you can see, he's pretty well statted, so if it wasn't for his power up, he would have 99 zone. So but it's basically the same thing. But we're sitting at a 93 overall right now. The team does undergo some changes throughout the weekend league recap, so I'll be inserting a new clip whenever the team gets updated. So I will be putting out an ebook soon on the Carolina Tour offense, and I'll go a little bit more in depth with that when the recaps are over with. So stay tuned for that, and if you like the videos, leave a like and subscribe if you're new, and let's get into the recap. Alright, so heading into game one, the reason that I was able to fit 6 games in one video is because these games didn't last very long. So there's only 1 or 2 games that were really worth the while, But starting off with an interception in our first game is enough to get our opponent to rage quit when nobody had scored yet. So I guess this dude has a short temper. So anyways, on to game number 2. You can see our team is pretty better than his. So you can obviously tell what's about to happen. On the kickoff, Deion Sanders fumbles, and Tony Gonzalez picks it up and takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. So we're already starting off up 7-0. The guy's team isn't that good, so Joe Montana is really his only good player. So a bunch of stuff is going to happen that is not in his favor just because of the fact that my team is way better than his. So it's kind of unfortunate. So anyways, 1st and 10, we hand it off to Reggie Bush, hit a double juke, and we take it inside the 10-yard line. And from there, I didn't really see any sense in passing the ball a lot, so we just hand the ball to Bo Jackson, and he scores for us to make it 14-0. And so starting off on our opponent's next drive, we get him into a 2nd and 17, and he just tosses it up here. It wasn't really a good read. Probably should have bullet past that. So Deion gets the easy pick, and we get the ball back on offense. We motion Chad Johnson over and hit the slant with route technician. That is almost guaranteed to get open. So we take it inside across midfield, and then on 3rd and 10, we cook up a laser to DK Metcalf, who takes us to the 1-yard line, and from there we just hand it to Bo Jackson again, just play power football and make it 21-0. So after that, I guess he figured I had enough, so he I guess he rage quit just like the last guy. So but this next game, this is where things start getting weird. Okay, there's been a lot of disconnects going on, and that game I lost, okay, and I just forgot to hit record. I know what it sounds like, okay, it sounds like I didn't want to show you, but I'm telling you the truth. But anyways, when we get into this game, this is when stuff starts getting weird, because people all around the community, that there's been disconnect issues, people getting random wins and losses. This was one of the ones that kind of worked out in our favor. We ended up getting the win. I think I had 2 games that were like that this weekend, and of course that helped me out a crap ton, So I'm not going to complain. It is something bad that's going on in the game right now that needs to be addressed. I think they're working on a patch for it, but until then, we just had to live with it. We got a free win off of a disconnect. It's happening all across the community, so it's like a normal thing. So it's unfortunate. We didn't really earn that win, but you take what you can get. I did suffer some losses. I was on the losing end of some of those as well, so I got my equal share, I feel like. So really, this is our 5th game. So we're 3-1 heading into our 5th game, and we get our opponent into a 3rd and 12, and he finds a nice dot over the middle to his tight end. And then which brings him to 1st and 10. He subbed in Lamar Jackson a lot and just ran read option with Mostert. So I had my read option on conservative, so he could never keep it with Lamar. But I think he had like a Ravens theme team, but I'm not sure if it was totally complete because I didn't see a lot of the players that other people have on Ravens theme teams, I guess I should say. But anyways, 1st and 10, we find Chad Johnson over the middle, and then we hit Darren Waller in the flats. And then this next play, he thought I was kicking my field goal right. Well, psych, he was wrong. I have Lamar as my holder for a reason. Give him a little stop and go, and then we score an easy touchdown. Bro, that was a highlight play right there. That's probably one of my best plays of the year, and it came on special teams. So really proud of that play. So 1st and 10 for my opponent. He comes out, he takes off and scrambles with Randall Cunningham, gets a nice solid gain right there. A minute left until halftime. He brings in Lamar Jackson again, runs the option, and Raheem Mostert just gashes me up the middle. Raheem Mostert's a pretty good budget running back that you could get for free out of the sets, so that's why a lot of people have him. But there, Antonio Cromartie running the route for the receiver and getting the interception. So brings us to a 2nd and 1 at the start of the second half. We find Chad Johnson down the sideline, tiptoes out of bounds. Brings us to a 3rd and goal. He held us to a 3rd and goal, and I wasn't going to take any risks, so I just check it down to the smoke screen and get like 4 or 5 yards and then kick our field goal. But actually, we made the field goal. So 2nd and 10 for my opponent, dropping back with Randall Cunningham. He just lofts one, and Deion Sanders is there for the interception, and that is pretty much going to seal it. He could have stayed and kept playing. He's only down 10-0, but I guess he figured, you know what, this dude's probably better than me, so I'm just going to quit and go on to the next one. So 3 minutes left into the game, he does decide to quit. So that moves us to 4 and 1 going into game number 6 and the final game of this video, I do believe. So going up against not very good. So, well, his gamer tag says not very good, but he figured out a way to make this a game for sure. So on 4th down and 11, we hit Terry McLaurin deep over the middle on the post route. So big conversion. Brings us to a 1st and 10. And then I had him wide open for a touchdown, and I held the rack button because I had plenty of space, but for some reason DK decided to drop it. So, and then on the very next play, he decides to moss Byron Jones for the touchdown. I had the flats wide open, but I was like, you know what, let's just take a chance. You got to take some risks sometimes. So fast forward to his next drive, he goes up the middle with Bo Jackson and ties the game up pretty easily. I had my run D set up perfectly, but you know how Madden is. You're going to get BS sometimes. So finding Chad on the sideline, running out of bounds, a minute left until halftime. He holds us to a 4th and 15. So I try to go for the post route once again, but Derwin James stuck with it, and I just threw it right to him. I'm blind as a bat sometimes. So, it didn't end up affecting us too much, though, I don't think. So 2nd and 9, he comes out, and I don't know why Antonio Cromartie was getting burnt. He has good press, but maybe he had some kind of route ability or catch ability on his receiver, so he only ends up getting a field goal, which is fortunate enough. He didn't score a touchdown, so he starts off with the ball in the second half. He finds that receiver over the middle. I think that's mid-in elite on him. So anyway, play action. He gets hit as he throws on 3rd and 19, so he punts us the ball. So here, I run a 1-play touchdown. So I didn't have enough space to take it all the way, didn't have quite enough separation, but we still get the completion down the field, which puts us into a 3rd and 15. My opponent put us in a 3rd and 15, and for some reason I got a weird animation and didn't catch the ball, so we had to take our field goal, but whoa, we missed the field goal. I was like, whoa, I never miss field goals. So now we're in trouble. 2 minutes left in the game, but he throws it right to us. Luckily, we get the user interception, so we get another chance with 2 minutes, with almost under a minute left now. And we hit Terry McLaurin on the 1-play beater. It was a cover 3 beater for a 1-play touchdown. So that gave us the lead. So thankful that our user bailed us out there, and we got another chance. And then he converts on 4th and 3, and he gets all the way across midfield, and we hold him to another 4th and 2, but then he gets unlucky and gets that overthrow. Kind of like how I was getting early in the game, them throws to Chad Johnson, but it happens to him this time. So we caught a lucky break. He probably should have had a completion, but from there we just need the football down, and I think our record is now 5-1 at the end of this video. So yeah. So yeah, that was the weekend league recap so far. Games 1 through 6, we ended up going 5-1 in those games, and our one loss was, unfortunately, I actually recorded the whole game, but see, I'm recording on my PlayStation, right? And when you double tap the share button, that stops and starts the recording, right? So I started the recording right, and after I finished the game, I went to end the recording, which you have to double tap share again, and my thumb spazzed and I only hit it once. So if you don't own a PlayStation, if you own a PlayStation, you know what I'm talking about. You know, it just cancels the recording altogether. So I was like, man, I know what that's going to look like. You know, it's going to look like I didn't want to show you guys that loss, but, you know, it wasn't too close. You know, the dude's stick was obviously better than mine, pause, but, you know, a loss is a loss. Just got to erase it from the brain. So, you know, we're 5-1 in weekend league right now, and you know, it only goes up from here. I actually finished out pretty good, so as you guys are going to see towards the end of the recap videos. So I actually learned my lesson. I'm not going to spam upload this week on Monday and Wednesday like I did last week. I'm going to be uploading one video every single day, and it's going to be a recap video. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Those are my goals for this week. So yeah, I'll be working hard this week trying to get these videos out for you guys. So if you're new and you like what you see, subscribe and hit the like button down below, and you know, let me know if you like this series. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'm out. Peace.